Ben, go ahead.
David, we heard about your prowess in the facial hair department, and now we're seeing it. What's the secret to your success?
Thank you for the question. I think the biggest secret has just been kind of giving it time. I was kind of like a late bloomer in terms of facial hair. I wasn't really kind of blessed with, good facial hair genes like some of the other guys like Bo Calvert on the team. But I think the biggest thing has been not really shaving and then just letting it grow out on its own.
Talk about, this is a good segue here, the growth you're hoping to experience as a tight end this year.
Yes, sir. The first 2 years, it was honestly, I am completely grateful and blessed to be put on scout team and just kind of grow into a tight end because I didn't have that experience. And now, it's really looking good. Like I'm having fun out here and everything's starting to slow down. I'm just taking it day by day and just taking every rep one play at a time and just kind of taking that game approach and practice, and hopefully it pays out on the field this year.
How would you say the tight ends as a group are looking right now?
I think we have a great group, honestly. We have a wide range. We have Greg who can stretch the field. Greg's a great dude. We have Mike in there who can, he can do it all too. And, Evidence is new, but he definitely brings in a kind of a new wrinkle, I'd say. And then, me, I'm kind of still trying to figure out where my place will be. And then, the rest of the guys are still kind of all just like growing and finding out what they can do with their bodies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rick.
Hi, David. Coach Kelly, in one of the earlier interviews, said that you put in the work this off season to prepare yourself for camp. Walk us through what you did and how challenging was it during the pandemic? There was a lot of places people couldn't work out and that type of stuff. So talk to us about your what you did in the off season to get yourself to where you're at right now.
Yes, sir. So the first thing was I knew I needed to gain weight, which was kind of always an issue for me with my metabolism. But for that, I just made sure to kind of eat every 2 hours, every 3 hours, and always have food around. And then another thing I wanted to get better when it came to like running routes and blocking. So a big thing that Coach Wintrick and all the strength coaches and I worked with was doing a lot of stretching and yoga and kind of flexibility and mobility things during my free time before the whole COVID situation. And then after that happened, I kind of just kept the same mentality while I was home. I kind of ate all the time that I could. And then in terms of working out, I would just do everything I could body weight wise, or when I had like limited weights, I'd use those whenever I could. And then I think the biggest thing for me over quarantine was kind of figuring out the way my body was feeling and kind of getting more in sync with it, because I feel a lot of times in the past I'd go out to practice and I wasn't really like mentally in connection with the way my knees were feeling that day and like how to prepare for it. So a big part I've been kind of transitioning towards this fall camp has been like listening to the way I feel every morning and then adjusting my warm up before practice to suit myself.
What did you work on to prove yourself as a tight end, specifically to get yourself into the rotation?
So I did a lot of just like footwork and blocking things, kind of a lot of drills that Coach Sage has us do. I also was kind of in communication with the other guys like Michael Churich and Greg Dulcich and Mike Martinez over the course of quarantine. And we'd kind of get over on Zoom and we'd talk about like things we were doing that were helping us out and kind of things to help simulate practice or game reps. And then in the off season too, I kind of had the opportunity to throw with some guys back home, which was nice. It was kind of every now and then, but I try to catch as many footballs or, throw tennis balls off walls and like simulate catching like that. But that was just the biggest thing.
How does the offense look now overall?
I think it's looking really good. I mean, everybody this year has come out with a mindset of just taking every rep like it's a game rep and, living every day, one day at a time. Every time we walk out of practice, we get one opportunity at practice. We need to make the most of it. And I really think that the guys are really appreciative of what we have now in the season because we had that time away and we weren't able to do anything. And it really killed all of us, but we have a new mindset coming into it.
Thank you very much, David. Good luck to you now.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mike.
Morning, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you. You guys had a lot of a few top tier tight ends leave after last season, and you've had to replace them. Because of that, are we going to be seeing a lot of the tight end formations that we saw last year, or will it be a little bit more simplified, knowing that you have a lot of guys with inexperience? And on top of that, what are you seeing from their production on the field?
I think that honestly, not much will change because Coach Kelly and all of the coaches have faith in us as players, and we all have faith in each other in a position group. So each of us we bring our own specialty or like our own kind of skill set to the position whenever we're in. So I don't anticipate things to completely change. We've all been able to just come out here and grind it out every day and get better, just stacking one practice at a time. So I think that we'll be pretty well off.
All right, let's go to Ben.
I know that Martin Jarmon, your new athletic director, has been out at practice a couple times. What have you seen from him in terms of what he's brought? And I know he's been pretty hands-on and spoken to you guys about a variety of issues. What have you seen from him so far that he's added since he's come to UCLA?
He's a great dude. I'm one of the squad leaders, so I've gotten the opportunity to meet with him a few times over Zoom and just discuss the approach to the season and COVID protocol and the way things are looking. And the few times that I've been over Zoom or seen him at practice, he's just been a great guy. He's full of energy, full of juice. He really cares about all the guys on the team, and he wants what's best for not only UCLA football, but UCLA athletics in general. So I'm really excited for the future with him here.
Has he said or done anything on those Zoom calls that's been supportive or kind of caught your attention?
His biggest thing has been just listening to players and taking our opinions and our voices and really building off of that. So I think that's been really helpful because as a squad leaders, we kind of talk to our position groups and talk to the team as a whole, and then we present anything that we talk to him about. And he's been able to take all that and been really constructive with it all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any last questions for David? All right, thanks for your time, David.
Thank you.
All right, questions for Delon Hurt? Ben, go ahead.
Hey, Delon, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Good, thank you. Can you talk about your off season, the work you put in, the improvements you think you made, and what you hope to accomplish out there on the field this season?
Yeah, this off season, unfortunately, with the pandemic was obviously it's a tough thing, and my prayers goes out to everybody who was affected by it. But the quarantine really allowed me to hone in on my skills and my crafts, just be able to train about 5-6 times a week, and really just focus on the different things, different aspects of my game that I really want to work on, like just becoming a more complete receiver, becoming stronger, becoming faster. All those aspects, I've really tried to improve on those, and I just really hope it comes into fruition this season.
Can you say who's been kind of like a mentor for you in that receivers room? Who's really helped you kind of develop your game and encourage you?
Since most of us came in the same class as me, we kind of all just help each other. Jalen Irwin, if I had to pick one person, kind of took on that role as the older guy in the group coming in as a JUCO transfer. So just little things in my game he sees and he picks up on that he thinks I can improve on, or that he sees that I'm lacking or I'm weakening on, that he can help me out. So if I had to pick one, it'd be him.
Thank you.
Rick.
Good morning to you. everybody thinks that the wide receivers is a very deep group, a lot of talent at that position. Talk to us about your position group and what you guys are doing to live up to that reputation.
Yeah, the receiver group is a very seasoned group full of guys who've had a lot of experience, as well as a lot of young guys who are very talented and can go as well. So I just feel like the combination of our game experience that we've had, along with the new guys coming in who can make an impact as well, just really collectively makes us a pretty well-rounded group that can make a big impact this year.
How is the offense looking overall, and Dorian in particular?
The offense is looking well. The best it's looked since I've been here. And Dorian, same thing goes for him. He just looks more confident, looks more poised back there. And it's like the game is coming easy to him now.
Is anybody standing out at running back?
At running back, yeah, we have a lot of guys. Keegan Jones, Kaz Island, Demetric Felton, all those guys back there, they're doing a great job as well. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do this year.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you this season.
Thank you.
Mike.
Good morning. How you doing? Quick question. So how are you doing personally? Are you running with the twos right now? Have you broken into the ones? You know, what does the rotation look like for you?
Hey, Delon, sorry, it looks like you got muted.
Am I good?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I don't really know what the rotation is, or ones, twos, threes. Right now, I'm just getting as many reps as I can and just taking advantage of the opportunities I've been getting each and every day in practice.
Rick, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Talk to us. Who's looking good at number 2 quarterback? Who's anybody stepping up there? That seems to be a topic of conversation all along the Bruin Nation here.
Right now, it's a real battle between the two chases, actually. So both of them come in every day with a real workman's mentality. They both come out here looking good in the reps that they're both getting. So, I mean, whoever ends up getting the nod is going to be the one. But, I mean, I'd say they both right now look pretty good.
You're confident in both these guys?
Yes, I am.
Talk to us about their strengths. What's Chase Griffin's strengths? What's the other Chase whose last name I will refuse to try to pronounce?
Yeah, Chase Griffin's strengths. He can get out the pocket and he can make plays with his feet a little bit, and he has good vision downfield. Same thing with the other Chase A. He's very poised back in the pocket as well, and he just makes the good decisions, make good reads back there, and they both did their job at a pretty high level.
Chase A, I like that. Good job. I'm going to use that from now on. Thanks.
Ben, go ahead.
I know Martin Jarmon, your new athletic director, has been out there at practice. What have you seen from him? How has he been helpful and supportive of the football team so far?
Yeah, I haven't had many interactions with him individually, but from the times that I've had and the times that he's spoken with us as a collective team, I can tell that he's a real genuine guy, a guy who has the athlete's best interest at heart, and I respect him and respect his decisions in whatever way he tries to take our program as well as the other athletics, and I'm fully behind what he has going on right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any last questions for Delon? All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good day.